So that's where we're at now, and that's going to be coming out early 2011. But in kind of setting up this presentation, I thought, it was kind of a bit of a internal retrospective type thing to see where I started and where we brought this. Here's the timeline of everything I worked on. I get a lot of emails from people saying, I want to make a game, I want to make lots of money making games, how do I do that? And it's neat to look at this, because we're like right here, 2010. I didn't start making money until right there. This is the future, So if you're going to be an indie developer, it's kind of an uphill. If you start off as a hobby, it's kind of an uphill battle. My first game right here is Zombie Smashers X. That got on the PC Gamer download CD, and I was like, oh my gosh, I made it. I'm super famous, super rich indie gamer now, right? And I quit my job as a seafood department worker at Price Chopper because I was kind of at odds with the boss, and I was like, screw you, I'm a computer programmer, I can just do my own thing. And the game ended up selling, I think at its peak it was doing about $40 a day in checks that people mailed to me because it was the year 2000. But all these games, this one right here, Survival Crisis D, is weird. I still have these people asking about it because it's kind of like this strange cult favorite thing. But up until right up here when the dishwasher that Samurai launched, it was basically like obscure. And then I made a game with zombies, and that was totally a fluke, and that ended up taking off. And then for the future right now. Dishwasher, Vampire Smile, and Charlie Murder is another game. Both of those have full-fledged XBLA contracts where Microsoft is publishing them, and they're doing all the testing and localization and all that good stuff. So it was kind of a crazy arc.
I don't know if you're going to be talking about, are you going to be talking about the Charlie Murder kind of story, how that came to be?
I guess with time, but anyway, I did some of these screenshots all the way. Here's a decade of teaching myself how to make games that weren't awful, and we can see how it starts. There we go. That's the first, So that was what I was doing there. This, it's sort of working its way upward. This was a weird one. It was my only attempt at 3D, and it turns out with 3D you spend 8 times as long working on it, and it comes out looking an eighth as good as if you spent that time on 2-dimensional stuff. This is for Xbox indie games. There's the dishwasher, it's mayhem. I made a game with zombies in it. And then ZP2KX is a sequel that we're kind of playing with right now, and it's pretty cool. And there's Dishwasher 2. Go for the first one, the second one, it's getting a little better. And then here's Charlie Murder, which it was a fun day. Yeah, I guess I might as well just bring. So Charlie Murder, I made it as an Xbox. I was going to release that as this really dumb side-scrolling brawler, Street Fighter, or like Double Dragon type game for Xbox indie games. And it actually there was a marketing guy named Nigel from the Moonlight Tower, and he had this mission idea where he was going to market indie games, and he was going to approach Xbox indie games developers and say, hey, I'm gonna market your game for free. We'll put it out there. If it does well, if you feel nice, pay me back. Otherwise, if it doesn't do well, whatever. You're an indie developer. You don't have a lot of money. That's all good. So he put out. He had this whole idea because Charlie Murder is a game about this punk rock band who the punk rock band's called Charlie Murder after the punk band Charlie Murder. They've got it's Charlie Murder on vocals, Lester Death on guitar, Tommy Homicide on bass, and the Executioner plays drums. And they've got this arch rival death metal band called Gorecoffer, and then so they're always like fighting each other, right? And Gorecoffer, of course, kidnaps Charlie Murder's girlfriend, Skeleton, and they have to go back and beat him up and get her back, and it's very straightforward. It's like the Double Dragon, River City Ransom, whatever. So this marketing guy made like a Facebook page, and he was gonna like print out CDs to send to all these outlets and stuff, and did this whole kind of like a punk rock mockumentary feel to it that he was going ahead with this. And Microsoft saw it, and they were like, well, we want that too. So we ended up saying, okay, well, we'll show you how we can make that and make it an Xbox Live Arcade game. And they said, yeah, we want that. So it went from being a little indie game to being our basically our 2011 to 2012 project.
The interesting thing though is we actually, during that time, he actually put out press materials and announced it be coming out. When was it? I think it was. I think it was earlier this year. PAX East did it, right? So that was all set in stone, and then of course talks with Microsoft progressed, and then it was decided it would be a full-fledged XBLA game. To which then I had the duty of kind of trying to backtrack and dance around our promise that it was coming out. Before the contract was signed, so you can't really talk about, oh, we're in talks with Microsoft and you know, stuff like that. So, so in the end, we kind of had to announce a game that's coming out in 2012. So, which is not normal. So that'll be interesting going forward how it all kind of plays out, the history of it and stuff. So.
Yeah, how many XBLA games do you hear that are like announced coming in 2 years from now?
Yeah, it's kind of forced to do that.
Right. So that's Charlie Bird. And then, where are we at? So I did a little, I had a background for that. Anyway, so I did a little timeline of my life at the same time. You know, it's kind of like, it's to tell, you know, I mean, maybe not this crowd right here, but people who want to get into indie gaming, it is a long road, especially if you're not good at stuff like I am. Meaning I'm not good at stuff. The way that works, maybe it's fair. I meant I'm not good at stuff. Anyway, so I went to Schenectady Community College in 2000. I went to Albany then, and then I quit Albany to pursue a dishwashing career because I dropped out basically. So then you know, I went to SUNY IT. SUNY IT did a lot better. And then basically where it all started, where we got the you know, where this became possible was the dishwasher at Samurai. It won the 2007 Dreamville Play Contest, which Microsoft held. And then you know, the prize for that was a contract to go on XBLA. And then it launched a year later. And then just earlier this year, Dustin was able to come on.
It's my favorite part of that time.
Yeah, and then just a couple months ago, I was looking at numbers, and we've sold 500,000 things between. I made a game with zombies and the dishwasher at Samurai, which you know goes a long ways toward funding. I mean, I made a game with zombies. Obviously, it's a $1 game. Dishwasher was 10, but that's a little less. And then obviously in 2012, the world will end.
Hopefully, then Charlie Murder will come out before the world ends, right?
I don't know. I mean, depending on how development's going, you know, could go either way with that. So that's that's sort of my personal story. I've been a hobbyist for millions of years, and then it wasn't until just recently that I was able to go professional with this. And then I figured I should bring up XNA because anyone work with XNA or you're aware of it? Yeah. So XNA, I mean, for me, it's a godsend. Like I said, I'm a lousy programmer. They push C++. Actually, UAlbany right there. UAlbany they push C++, and that was one thing that just did not really click with me. I'm still at the level where if you show me something with a pointer in front of it, I have to say, all right, so that means that that's actually addressing. You know, it's like a tough math problem. You have to actually think about it. You have to internalize it. That's where I am with C++. I started with Visual Basic 6, which I'm still a little embarrassed about, but it didn't give me the start. And then I did a lot of Java at SUNY IT, but C# for me with XNA, it's basically made all this possible.